Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna walk you through all the makeup products I would like to use up in 2019. I've been doing this for the past years since I've had my YouTube channel, and even though a lot of these products will show up in my other projects throughout the year as well, I really love checking in every quarter and just see how much makeup I can actually use in a certain time span. So that is why I really like to keep doing these, and at the end of the year it gives me a really good idea of, okay, how ambitious are my goals and what can I actually do within a year. I've kind of toned some of the categories back based on my results from 2018. If you haven't seen that one yet, you can check that up here somewhere. And yeah, let's go into it, and I'm gonna walk you through it because it's a good bunch of products that I want to work through. So first category, we're gonna start with bronzers. And I've got two bronzers that I want to work on this year. I only have two bronzers, to be honest. This one is my NYX Blush, not really bronzer, in Taupe. I'm using that to contour at the moment. And as you can maybe see already, I've used up quite a bit. There is some crumbs in here as well because this one kind of fell apart when I was traveling to the Netherlands. So yeah, I should be able to finish this one off quite easily. It is in my 2020 vision project already, so we're gonna keep working on that one, and hopefully we'll finish it off soon-ish, maybe within this first quarter already. And then my other bronzer is in my Too Faced Glamour To Go palette, and this one is gonna be in my Four Seasons projects, or like in the Four Seasons collab project, not my projects. And that is this one over here. It's a little bit more orangey, so I'm curious to see how that's gonna work. It might be more of an actual bronzer and not as much a contour bronzer, but we'll figure that out once we really start using that one. I'm expecting to use that one a little bit more towards summer though. I feel like it's probably a little bit too orangey for my skin tone at the moment. Then next category would be powders, and I've only got one powder in my collection, so that one is the one that I want to try and use up fairly certain I should be able to as well. This is the Bourjois Healthy Mix powder in vanilla. I really like this because it kind of keeps my skin a little bit glowy and it doesn't mattify too much, which is a good thing in my opinion. It still sets my makeup, but it won't make my face too matte. I like it a little bit more glowy, so that is that one. Haven't hit pan on that one or anything, but I've been using it a little bit, so hopefully we'll see some pan at some point this year. Then we're moving on to highlighters, and I've got three that I want to work on this year. Also, not all of them are officially highlighters, but I will be using it as highlighters, so that's why I put them in this category. First one is my Too Faced Snow Bunny bronzer, which I'm using as a highlighter, wearing as a highlighter right now as well. This is also in my Four Seasons project, and yeah, that is what I'm gonna be working on as one of them. Another one is my L'Oreal Glam Bronze Sun Radiance Trio in Blondes. And this one as well, not as much a highlighter probably when you look at it, but if I'm careful with this one, I know I can use it as a highlighter, like kind of a blush topper slash highlighter maybe, but it's too shiny for me to use this as an actual bronzer. That's just not the type of bronzer that I like using. So yeah, that's that one. And for this one, I just want to hit pan on this one. That was my goal last year, and that's gonna be my goal this year. I don't know if I will get to it because there's one other highlighter that I do want to finish off. And this one is already in my 2020 vision project as well. And this is the NARS Albatros highlighter. And this is where I am on that one. So no pan or anything yet. And it's a NARS product, so it's gonna be overly pigmented. So this one is probably gonna take me the longest. So we'll see if we're gonna get to that L'Oreal one. But this one I also want to work on this year. Then our next category is cream shadows. And for this one, I actually already finished my first product off this year before I started filming this. But it is still in the products that I wanted to finish off in 2019. Just this one is already gone. Finally, you guys know I've been working on this all year last year, and I even had it in my I wanted to finish it in 2017 project, but I barely got to it. I made a little bit of a start on it, but I've been working on this one all year and it's empty. It's all the way gone. I finished this a few days ago. I think it must have been on the 9th or the 8th of January, but it was in 2019. So I'm counting this as one of my products that I finished in 2019, of course. So yeah, not much else to say about it. I'm so happy this one is gone. I don't like cream products, especially not when they're in pot form, so happy that one is out of my collection. Then I've got two other cream shadows that I want to work on. And this one is my Miss Helen eyeshadow pencil in 16. It's got a light side and a dark side, so I'm going to be counting this as two products separately. And then lastly, a very well-known product. This is my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. Also, this one is in the Four Seasons project. I'm going to be working on this one this year. Hoping to be able to finish those three off because it's pencils and not a potted form. But we'll see. Three is still a lot for cream shadows for me. Then one that you guys have seen in many products I want to finish videos. This is the Lancome Quattro, kind of a deluxe size sample, and I want to finish off the dark shade, which I think is called Dark Room. It's a black. I've still got a black in one of my palettes. So we'll see if I will get to it this year. I'm really gonna try. It's in my 2020 vision project as well, which will hopefully give me a little bit more of a push to actually use it. If I will not use it this year, I'm gonna throw it out because clearly I have enough black eyeshadows in all my palettes already. I don't need this, but it's just so much nicer to actually finish a palette off. So we'll see. But it's there. Now that is my eyeshadow quad that I want to work on this year. Then we're moving on to pigments. I had a pigment in here last year, and this year I've just decided to put in a different one, even though I didn't finish the one from last year. I've chosen my Vinci Cosmetics pigment in Dejavous, and I am about here on this one. If I like pat everything down, yeah, we'll see if I will do any better on this one. I'm not convinced yet, but we'll see. Then moving on to mascaras, as you guys probably know at this point, I'm always using the same mascara, and this is the Clinique High Impact Mascara. I've got two of them in my collection at the moment, and I want to finish both of them off. Next category is eyeshadow bases, and this is my Too Faced Shadow Insurance, the only eyeshadow base that I have, and I want to finish this one off. I don't have too much left anymore, and I have this in my 6 by Spring projects. I'm hoping to finish it off by spring, but it might be the second quarter of the year because this always takes me so much longer than I expect. It still surprises me every single time. And next we have lipsticks, and last year I managed to finish off 5 lipsticks, so I've decided to go for 6 this time and not 9 like I did last year. So the first one is one that is really close to being done already. This is the Rimmel lipstick in Balistic, and as you can see I don't have a lot left on this one anymore. So I'm hoping that this one will be done within the first month of the year, but we'll see. And then I have one more that I've already made a little bit of progress on, and that is my Christie lipstick by NYX. And as you can see, that one is kind of halfway gone. So I'm hoping that this one will be gone relatively soon, but I don't see myself using this before spring starts. So that is that one. Then I've got 4 more that I want to work on, and 3 of these were in my project last year. So this is another NYX lipstick in Ceto, and this is still pretty much completely full, but you might see that it's kind of skewed, and there is, yeah, it doesn't look as nice anymore. It's kind of loose in the packaging, so I just want to get this out, which I wanted to do last year as well, but we'll see. Maybe we will manage this year. That one is in my 4 Seasons project as well. And then I've got my Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stain, and this one is in Charm. And this is what that one looks like. There still is a good amount of product in this one, but at the same time it's a fairly neutral color, as you can see, so I'm hoping I can work through this one okay once I start using it, but it's not in any projects yet. I'm going to be focusing on quite a bit of other things first. And then I've got this one, and this one was in my, wanted to finish in 2018 products as well. This is the Catrice Absolute Moisture lipstick in Lovely Rose, and this is what that one looks like. It's a nice bright pinkish shade. I think I'm gonna be like loving to wear this kind of during spring summertime, so let's see. I feel like this might even work for winter as well, because I like the reds and the more darker pinkish shades, which this one kind of might fall into, so I might start working on that one a little bit sooner. And then a new lipstick that I put in this year is my Clinique lipstick. This is the Clinique Pop Lip Color in Papaya Pop. And this is what that one looks like. It's just a really nice, neutrally, somewhat pink, peachy type color. I really like this, and I think because it's fairly neutral, it should be okay to work through at some point during the year. Yeah, so those are my lipsticks. Then going on to lip glosses. For lip glosses, same thing. I've chosen 6, and some of them you guys have already seen before. First of all, this is my DA lip color, and this one is in 706. This is in my Roulette Pan collab at the moment and will be running over into my 6 by Spring soon. Yeah, I'm hoping to be about almost halfway in a little bit, but definitely hoping to finish this one off fairly soon as well. So that is that one. It's kind of a purplish pink red type color. I wear it over the Rimmel Balistic right here, and I actually really like that combination because it makes it a little bit more purple toned but not too purple toned. So that's that one. Then next I've got 2 products right here that are in my 2020 Vision projects. This is the Gosh On Stage Cool Lip Jam, and this is kind of a bluish color, but that kind of brings up the redness in your lips a little bit more, at least that's what they say. I'm about here on this one. Haven't really used it too much yet since I put it in the projects, but like, it's big. There is 0.5 fluid ounces or 15 mils in here, so this is going to take me a while. I've got quite a bit of chubby things in here this year, just because those were the ones that I kept pushing to the side, and now I barely have any other types of lip gloss left. This one is a lip gloss from Kruidvat, and Kruidvat is a Dutch drugstore, and the color of this one is rood, and rood is Dutch for red. So it's a red lip gloss. Yeah. 2 more chubby lip glosses that I have, and these are both in projects already as well. This is in my 6 by Spring, and this is in the 4 Seasons project as well. And this is the Pure Care Shimmering Lip Gloss, which is kind of just a shimmering, somewhat transparent lip gloss. And this one is in Super Soft Beige. It's the Balance Me Shine On Tinted Lip Salve, and this is kind of a brownish color, but if you put it on your lips, it just kind of darkens them up a little bit, but it's not like full-on brown on your lips. So yeah, those are those 2. And then lastly, one that was in projects last year but I haven't really made too much progress on. This was in my Finish 9 by New Year's, and I managed to get all the way to here. And this is the NYX Mega Shine Lip Gloss in Sweetheart. Definitely one that I want to finish off this year because it's already been in on my whole like 2018 shift as well. So those are my 6 lip glosses. Moving on to the next lip products, those are my lip lacquers. So that is kind of a liquid lipstick, I'd say, but they're both Rimmel, and the Rimmel calls them lip lacquers, so I've decided to name this category the same. I've got them in Celestial and Apocalyptic. Celestial is a fairly neutral one, which looks a little bit pinkish on me. And then Apocalypse is a full-on pink, as you can see here. It's a really bright pink, and I'm gonna love wearing this one during summertime, I hope. This is a product that has been, like, the Celestial has been in my Finish by a certain year for 3 years in a row now. So it's about time I throw this one out. Not throw this one out, I use this one up. The lip lacquers kind of scare me a little bit though, because they are really pigmented and you need to be a little bit more careful when applying them. But this is gonna be the year that I'm gonna finish too, I hope. We'll see. Yeah, that's that one. Going on to my lip balms. I've got 2 lip balms that I want to work on this year, and that one of them is my Kiehl's lip balm in number 1. I'm about here on this one, a little bit lower because I've been using it since I marked it. Yeah, like this one, and I'm at least already kind of halfway through this one. Another chewy thing, so it's gonna take me forever. But the scariest one, and this one is in my 2020 Vision project, is the I Love Coconut and Cream lip balm. It's still pretty much completely full. This is how full it was like when I got it. And this one has 15 mils as well. And as you can see, like, it's huge. It's gonna take me probably the whole year to work through this one, which is why it is in a year-long project as well, but we'll see. Yeah. that's why I only have 2. I can definitely not work through more than those 2. And then next, because those 2 lip balms are not enough yet, I decided to put in 2 tinted lip balms as well. And one of them is my Sleek Pout Polish in Sugar May, and this one I've been working on a little bit already. This one is also in my 2020 Vision project, and as you can see, I've got a little bit of pan in that one, but also this one is fairly big, so it's going to take me a little while to finish this one off. And then next, another chubby lip balm. Like I said, I don't have much else left except for the tubes at this point. And this one is from Fix and Rouge, and this one is a tinted lip balm as well, at least that's what they call it. But basically this one is sheer and shimmer tinted lip balm, so this is basically transparent, but it has a little bit of a shimmer in it. Don't know why they call it tinted, but I put it in this category just because they call it tinted. Makes sense, right? Yeah, I think so. So those 2 are the tinted lip balms, and those are all the lip products that I want to work on. So I've still got 6, 12, 18 lip products that I want to work through this year. Let's see if we can do it. Maybe add one more at some point to make it 19 in 2019. We'll see. Anyway, going on to some more eyeshadows now. I've called out 1 and 1 pigment, but I've got more eyeshadows that I want to work on. And like some of those you guys know about already. One of them is my Too Faced Enchanted Glamourland palettes that I'm working on. This was my Panda palette from last year. I did not finish it off yet, so I'm hoping to actually finish everything off this year. Let's see if we can do that, because that black remains a scary color. Everything else I'm not too worried about. And then at the same time I decided to go for a slightly smaller palette this year for my Panda palette, and that is a Too Faced Glamour To Go palettes. I already showed you the blush and the bronzer, but these are the eyeshadows that I'm going to be working on this year. This is going to be my main focus, but those other are just as much going to be my main focus because I definitely want to get that palette out. I don't want to be working on it for 3 years straight. So yeah, that is that. And then I've got a few singles, and one of them is part of a duo, but I already used up one of the shades, so in a way it's a single as well that I want to work on this year. I've got 4, and those 4 are this one to begin with. This is the Absolute Eye Color Duo in Help I'm Stranded from Catrice, and this is a dark brown. It's a fairly big pan, as you can see, so a little bit scared for this one as well. I've been using it a little bit, but not really lately. I've used it like quite a while ago. So yeah, the pan is fairly big, but hopefully I will manage to work through this. This one is also in my 2020 Vision project. Next, I've got another one that's in my 2020 Vision project, and this is the Makeup Forever Artist Shadow in M536. And I was using this in my brows before, but I decided I thought it was a little bit too warm toned. I like this one better, and this is my NYX Blush in Taupe. So yeah, I've got a good bit of pan in this one already, but I've still got quite a way to go. But this is going to be a really nice transition color, so I hope I can use it as that for most of the year, and possibly even as a bronzer during summertime when my skin has warmed up a little bit. We'll see. And then I've got 2 more, and those are both in my 4 Seasons project. This is an eyeshadow from Miss Helen. It's a purpley shadow, kind of a pastel purple. It's fairly big as well. It doesn't tell me how much is in here, so I have no idea whether it just looks big but it's actually not that big. I don't think so, but we can hope. Yeah, so this one. And then I've also got this one, and this is the Eye Aquarelle Chalk from Catrice that was part of a limited edition at some point. And this one is a nice orangey one, and this has 3.5 grams. And what is that in ounces? 0.12 ounces. So this one is fairly big, like it's a whole chunk of eyeshadow. So no idea whether I can work all the way through this, but we're going to try to at least make some progress on it. Okay, moving on to some blushes now. The blushes that I want to work on this year are 4 blushes, and one of them is almost done already, and that is the blush from my Enchanted Glamourland palette. So that's why I'm gonna repot this one soon. When I have this one finished off, I just want to not have to open this whole palette just for the highlighter anymore. So yeah, as you can see, there isn't a whole lot left in here anymore, so I'm hoping to have that one finished off soon. At the moment it is in the Roulette Pan Collab project. And then another blush that is in my palette as well is this one from Too Faced. I just rolled this into my 6 by Spring project, so also that one I'm hoping to have done relatively soon. There isn't too much in here, so kind of hoping first quarter, maybe second quarter, and then that one is done. We'll see. And then lastly, I've got 2 other blushes that I want to work on as well. One of them is in this LA Colors dual blusher, and well, it's the one that's still there. Makes sense. I finished off 3 of these. Now let me show you the actual blush. I finished off 3 of these in the last year. One of them as a bronzer and 2 of them as actual blushes. And this is the only one I have left, and just because it is part of a dual pan, I just want to get this one out this year as well. So I don't have a quite big palette just for a not that big blush. Then a blush that I am a little bit scared for, I don't know whether I'm going to be able to finish this one completely, is this e.l.f. blush. This is in my 2020 Vision project as well, and this is a mineral blush in Joy. And as you can see from the packaging, this is a loose powder blush. So yeah, there has a nice little sifter in here, and I'm gonna hopefully start working on this one somewhere during the year as well. So yeah, those are my blushes. Moving on to the last product, and that is my concealers. I've got 2 concealers in my collection, and I want to finish off both of them before the end of the year. I will probably naturally do so, but it's nice to have them in this project. Both of them are my Urban Decay Naked Skin concealers. One of them is in Fair Neutral and the other one is in Light Neutral. I like the Fair Neutral more for kind of my skin area, and this one, because it's a little bit more orangey, works really nice under my eyes. To cancel out the blue that is going on there sometimes, the little shadows and things. So yeah, those are the last products, and that is everything that I want to work on this year. There might be more that slips in like here and there when I start finishing up some things, but I think it's gonna take me quite a while to finish off all of these to start off with. So we'll see. It's 45 products in total. I've counted them. So yeah, let's see how we're gonna do this year. Hopefully we're gonna do slightly better than last year, because the final number was a little disappointing to me. We started off great, but then we didn't do that great anymore. Yeah, it happens. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye bye.